Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me from Alabama or Arizona, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. All on Thursday, there was 204 reports of a mysterious flaming object that could be seen streaking in the sky early this afternoon. It left a trail of exhaust in its wake and then dramatically plunged towards the ground. Here we have a map, and let's see if we can find the location where it came down. There was reports that I read online that said that when it crashed, there it is, plummeted to the earth, that it shook the ground. Here's one report. Charlie, God made all the stuff so beautiful. I enjoy seeing every bit of it when things like this happen. They were in Georgia. I initially thought it was something falling on the roof. We went outside and saw this orange thing across the blue sky, and the noise was continuing. Wildest thing that I've ever seen during the day. It seemed like it could have been delayed, but I'm not sure. There were several loud booms, seemingly like the other things we've talked to. Yeah, if it was streaking across the sky and then suddenly did a nosedive, that is not common for a meteorite or a fireball. It trailed across the sky almost like an airplane was there, but you could tell it was something different. Another report from Georgia. Let's see, it was red in color. Reverberating echo several minutes later. There was a terminal flash, yes. Okay, here's one that makes a report saying it felt like an earthquake. I have seen one in my life other than today. I have never felt something so close. I was getting out of my pool when it happened, standing out back, and I saw it fall. Bright light, felt like an earthquake, and then nothing. Me and my husband, who is a firefighter, both think it hit beside our house, but we are waiting until tomorrow to investigate more, because we found what it looks like, a black turd that thought was a little bit odd in color. I think, but I could be wrong. I just have never seen it on the property before. Now, they said the color was white and blue, and it happened fast. There was a sound like an earthquake, almost like a helicopter. It was very loud, and then just stopped. It hit hard. My pictures were knocked off the wall. Yeah, this is very unusual. I have some videos here and some images I can share with you, but the scientists and meteorologists, even law enforcement officials in those states, were working to figure out what had caught the attention of drivers and observers in such a wide swath of the South. The sightings prompt hundreds of calls to authorities. Whatever it was, a small part of it may have broken off and punched through the roof of a house just south of Atlanta, cracking the floor's laminated flooring. Yeah, I believe in the video it also shows it coming through where it came through the roof. After all the widespread speculation, NASA declared, never a straight answer, that the object in question was a meteor barreling through the Earth's atmosphere at 30,000 miles per hour. Yeah, I've never seen a meteor change directions. It's going through the sky and then suddenly drop down. No, I don't buy it. I think it was something else. Now, earlier today, there were reports evidently spreading on social media of fireballs streaking across the sky, windows rattling in their frames, and loud noises that startled people. There at the National Weather Service, they were getting reports of an earthquake, asking if there was an earthquake. There was also reports of people hearing thunder. So what are your thoughts? It was not a meteorite or an asteroid. They don't change direction. I would have to say that it was not a meteoroid or an asteroid. I would have to call it, laugh at me if you want, the Intergalactic Space Shuttle. I have witnessed in the past what I thought was an asteroid coming in at night, and it would come in burning hot. It had a regular schedule like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. We could sit outside and watch this thing come in hot. It would be bright red, cool off, got dimmer, and then would change direction. That's the only thing I could relate to that. Yeah, I believe that we do have the technology where we're traveling to other planets, maybe through a wormhole, I don't know. But this, to me, my own personal experience, it wasn't a meteoroid or an asteroid. Maybe one of their space shuttles that they used to travel to Mars burned up, and they just lost a bunch of passengers. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.